Jeez. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into the Carli Bybel palette again. I told you guys that I'm going to be doing 3 looks with this palette. I don't really know if I'm going to be doing 3 looks because I have a lot of different ideas of what to do with this palette, but I definitely want to do a look that's a little bit more neutral, a little bit more red, and then something else that I haven't really thought completely about, maybe a little cool tone color, but we are going to get into this. I did use OA and Mandala, those 2 shades in my original video, which I'll have linked in the description box and in the cards for you guys. So I am probably not going to use those 2 shades since there are a few shimmer shades and not a lot of crease shades in this palette. So just to let you guys know that. And then I also have swatches of this palette on the other video as well. Now, I already primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, so let's get on with the first look. So with the first look, I really want to do a really neutral eye look. You could go 2 different ways with this, like just looking at this palette as an everyday palette. You could just grab these 4 shades, and then also, how am I going to do this? These 4 shades are a little bit more of a warmer toned everyday eyeshadow look. I'm going to try and come up with a look here. So I'm first going to take the shade Bare again, and I'm going to place Bare on my brow bone because I don't really like a lot of brow bone highlight, so I really like this shade. And then I'm gonna take the shade Cindy, the kind of peachy shade, and I'm gonna start off by just placing this in my crease. Ooh, all of these mattes have such an interesting color to them because this one's really bright, but it's still subtle in a way. Like, it's not like a neon peach in your face, if you know what I mean. It's very like Eastery peach shade. And then I'm gonna take this shade Chai, which is right next to Cindy. I'm gonna put this in my outer corner. It's a really nice light brown, a warm toned brown. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of that Chai shade and just ever so slightly work it into the crease a bit. And then I'm also gonna put Chai underneath my lash line here. And then if you wanted to, you honestly could just put Bare on your lids and just be done with it and just have a little bit of a color on your lids. But I'm gonna take Moo, which is the shimmery gold shade there, and I'm gonna put this on my eyelids. Oh man. And I'm just patting it on the edge here to help blend it in with the matte. And I'm gonna take Bully, I think that's how you say that, this kind of shimmer pink shade, and I'm gonna use this one as an inner corner highlight. It's not as bold as I would like it to be, so I'm gonna take it and just wet it on a brush. Oh yeah, there we go. That's more what I was looking for. Oh yeah, look at the difference between this and that. All right, and then I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back with the finished look. All right, and this is the end of the first look. I put a little bit of brown eyeliner on in my waterline, and then I also used the Fenty lip gloss in Fusty for my lips because this is a very natural, everyday makeup look. Even though it is quite glittery, this is definitely something that I would probably be grabbing and going like quick out the door, not a lot of stuff to really think about. And then honestly, I was looking at this and I really think that this look would look really good with a lot of different colored eyes. And also you have this cool toned mauve color as well, so you could honestly use the same colors and then switch out Cindy with Bybel, or even if you want to do it a little bit darker, and you could do Chai in the crease and then deepen it up with the boy color. So I really like how neutral this is, and it does let you kind of play around with it, but it's not like a million different shades of brown. It's a fun kind of neutral. Do you know what I mean? But that is it for the first look. So let's get on to the second one. So now on to the second look. I do want to linger and test out a little bit more of the cooler tone shades. I haven't tried Libra or Jody. I don't know how to say nothing. I haven't used these two shades yet, so I do think I want to do something a little bit more cooler toned with this look. So again, I have primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and I'm first going to take Bybel, which is that really pretty mauve color, and I'm going to focus this on my inner corner here, blending it kind of into my eyebrow. And then I'm gonna take Bowie, the taupey gray shade, and I'm gonna put this one on my outer V, being pretty light-handed with it and just slowly working it up to blend it out, and then lightly blending it into the purple. And then I'm gonna take that Bowie shade and take it underneath my lash line, just on the outer half. And then I'm gonna take Bybel and blend it underneath the front of the lower lash line, and blending it a little bit into that dark gray shade, smoking it out a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take the shade Libra, and again I'm gonna take it with my finger because that's how I like the Anastasia shades on my finger, or wet. Oh, that's kind of a pretty color that goes really well with those two shades. Kind of a darker gray purpley taupe. I'm gonna take the blue shimmer and I'm just gonna lightly blend it into my inner corner. And then I am also gonna take Beverly, the light pink shimmer, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that one. And then I'll be right back with the finished look. All right, and this is the finished look. Very cool toned, icy, but it still looks really neutral. It's not too dark in my opinion. And then I topped it off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Poet, because I felt like this was brought in more of that pinky color from Bybel, kind of made it stick out a little bit. But this is the finished second look. Now on to the third look. All right, we are down to the final look. There's only 3 shades that I have not used yet, which is Steve, the red shade, Aurora, the kind of pinky gold shade, and then my Angels, which is the super gold shade. So I'm gonna be doing a look with those so you guys can see all the colors and what they look like on my eyes. So I'm actually gonna start off with the shade Cindy, and I'm just gonna blend that one into my crease, and I'm gonna avoid the inner corner for now. And then next shade, I'm gonna take Steve, which is this reddish shade. I've been dying to dig into the shade. It's like a light dusty red, or I should say like a muted raspberry is probably the best way to explain what this shade looks like to me. But I'm just gonna blend this the back 2/3 of my eye and blending it up into Cindy, just like that. And then I'm just gonna switch to a packing brush and just go along any spots that I feel need a little extra TLC, especially over here. And then I'm also going to be taking that shade under my lash line. I'm going to take it to the same spot where it's on the lid, not all the way into the inner corner. And then now I'm going to take the shade My Angels, and I'm going to take it with my finger. I'm going to try to be careful because this shade, if you get too much on your finger, then it can flake off. But I'm going to be placing this right into the inner corner and kind of blending it up into the crease. And now I'm just going to take a little bit on a brush and just diffuse out the color a little bit more in the crease. And then now I'm gonna take the shade Aurora, and I'm gonna take that with a brush, and I'm gonna put it right underneath my lower lash line, just leading up into the red. And then I'm gonna highlight my inner corner with that light pink shade, using it wet again. And then I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone with the same shade. All right, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, and this is the third and final look. I topped it off with the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle lipstick in Madame because I wanted a kind of red shade to match with this kind of maroony raspberry colored eyeshadow, you know what I mean? But honestly, this look is pretty holiday-ish, but for people that don't want like super like bam in your face, you know what I mean? Because it's very subtle in my mind. It could be just me. I mean, I wear pretty crazy makeup, but I mean, I would honestly wear this to like a Christmas party, a Christmas dinner, New Year's Eve. Like, there's a ton of places where I would wear this eye look out to. So I'm actually quite happy with this. And this is my third and final look. I was thinking about doing a fourth look, but I think I'm gonna save this eyeshadow palette for some other videos of the other looks that I want to do with it. But that is it for today's video. If you want to watch my last video with the Carli Bybel palette, it'll be right over here. And then if you want a video suggested to you by YouTube, it'll be right over here. And my face will be right here where you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.